Hey, it's Ms.Moni Hart again with another video. And today was hair day. And so my hair is still wet, but I had to come out to get something for dinner. We'll get something to add to the dinner. It's something that I need for the dinner. So I have to get out here and go get it. So, in the process of me doing my shampooing and everything, after recording me doing my hair, I was sitting, letting it air dry. I was watching all these videos. Oh my goodness. I watched so many videos, and from different people made these videos. Different YouTube channels had this case, but a lot of them were from the DMV, but it was worldwide. It was a few that I seen from everywhere, but a lot of them, the reason why I found out was because it was a rapper from the DMV. Okay, this is Ms.Moni Hart's opinion. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is Ms.Moni Hart's opinion. Okay, so this is about Tyree Richardson. So he was a DMV up-and-coming rapper. I listened to one of his songs that is about to be released. So it's supposed to be 31 songs that they're releasing at one time, never heard songs. And so his family in general, they put out about his life, the celebration of his life. And they had pictures from when he was from being a newborn baby, a little kid, first birthday. Then not only did they have pictures, they had videos. And he was so entertaining. He danced a lot. Very handsome guy. He danced mostly every video he was dancing and having a good time. Smile on his face and everything. So again, his name is Tyree Richardson. And he's a Maryland DMV rapper, but he was from Maryland. Okay, so he had a girlfriend, I believe, from high school. They had been together. They grew up being together. They went to the prom together. Beautiful, beautiful pictures. But they had been together for a while. And the girlfriend got pregnant right out of high school. So he was there 1,000,000,000% taking care of his family. They had a son, Cody, and they were a family. But I guess because they were so young, I guess it was infidelity on both sides. I don't know for sure, but it was some infidelity. So they were living together, and they moved into her mom's house. So at this point, they were living in her mom's house, renting a room, and they were a family. So they went through ups and downs, off and on, ups and downs, whatever. At this point, they were going through something, and I guess he was going to move out. He had moved some of his things out, but he was not completely moved out. Another thing is, she was also talking to another guy. On the back end, the other guy that she was talking to, his name was Trey. She was talking to him the whole time. He was her He was Tyree's op. They were beefing for years. They had been beefing. So it was a lot of messages between the two men that they were beefing. So I guess since she was angry with him, she chose to deal with his enemy, his op. She really. So one night he went out. They were messaging during that day. During that day, she messaged him and said, "Do you want to go to lunch?" He laughed or whatever. However, they were supposed to be working on, in the messages, they were supposed to be working on them, each other, working to stay together. He still had his animals at her house. At the house that they were renting the room at her mom's house. Still had the animals there. And still had his property, his clothes, shoes, everything. Was still shoes at the bottom of the steps, like when you first walk in and you leave shoes. It was multiple pairs of his shoes right there. Clothes and shoes in the room. Jewelry in the room. And so she had like a game night, her and her sister, and her sister had her boyfriend there, and she invited the dude Trey. The guy Trey came over, which is also her son's father's op. Mind you, her son's father Tyree was just there 2 nights ago. Mind you, she was just asking him to go to lunch earlier that day, but she has Trey over. Okay. When he still has shoes and clothes and everything, hello, in the house. Okay. So, Tyree goes out that night. He's out with his own brother. They're partying. He leaves from the club. He's going home. His brother said, "Where you going?" "I'm going home." So he goes to the home that he knows. At the door, it's a keypad. So you just type the code in. Okay. So he types the code in, takes his shoes off, goes up the stairs, opens the door, open the room door. He shot 16 times in his head, neck. It was like, I believe his mom said it was 14 bullets in his back. By Trey. The girl states she was asleep, but she woke up after the first shot. She wakes up and then she runs. And then she runs past her son's father, who has been shot 16 times while he's being shot. I don't want to misquote her. While he's being shot, she's running because she didn't want to get shot too. So she's running towards where the bullets are going and runs past him. When he falls in the room, she runs past him, running to her sister's room, where she hear her sister going to the room door, locking the door. And she's talking through the door saying, "Call 911. Call 911. So her sister calls 911. So I don't know who's on the phone, because she's saying it was her on the 911 call or her sister. I don't know which one was on the 911 call, but I did hear them talking. It was someone who was talking to the 911 dispatcher. Then I heard her talking to a dog, changing her voice to talk to a dog. "Hey, such and such, come here. Calling the dog, but changing her voice. Come here. Putting the dog away, getting the dog and putting the dog away. But it was a few times that she was calling the dog, "Hey, doggy," whatever the dog's name was. Come here. Doggy, come here. But she changed her voice. Okay. So the voice changed and it's telling the doggy, come here. But mind you, her son's father is laying on the floor right there with 16 bullets. 16 in him. And you're calling the dog, changing your voice. It's no screaming, no hollering, no crying, no nothing. It's, hey, doggy, come here, come here, come here. Then after, she gets the dog wherever, or which one of them get the dog wherever they wanted to be, then it was, they were doing CPR, getting to do CPR on him, and also her screaming, that's when she was screaming. Then I heard her say, get out of here, get out of here. And then kept on screaming and kept on screaming. The dispatcher asked, do you know who shot him? The answer back. Then she's saying, this is her on the phone. She says, no, she does not know who shot him. Somebody, she does not know who shot him. She does not know who shot him. She says this on the 911 call. This is a recording. No, she does not know who shot him. So then it goes on to, all right, a few minutes after she tells the guy to get out, mind you, she had to go pick the guy up. The guy didn't have a car. So how does he get out of there? If you are laying in the bed, sleeping, you are startled awake, and you shoot somebody 16 times, you don't have a car, and you have to get home. How you get home? How you get home? In the wee hours of the morning. Out Calvert County. Okay. What bus is running? I mean, well, maybe he had to run far, and then, but, leaving from there, and then in the process of what I heard on that 911 call, when she said, get out, a few seconds later, it was, you could hear the sirens. You could hear the sirens for the police or emergency. So I'm like, how they didn't see this young guy with this African-American man running down the street or walking, whatever. But it happened. Okay, so he was shot 16 times. So now, mind you, this was 2 years ago. The guy just recently, Trey, went to court or whatever, and he was found guilty of manslaughter and some other charges. And he received, I believe, 18 years. So now that everything is out in the open and they were in court and everything has been documented and everything is for the public to see, now the girl wants to have a beef with his family. She don't want them to see the son anymore or whatever, because she can't explain why would you lie, which further makes it seem like you set your son's dad up. You will further have to explain to your child, and then your child is going to see these videos. He's going to be able to read this public information of that trial. He's going to be able to hear his own mom on that 911 call saying she didn't know who shot her son's dad, when she knew good and doggone well who it was. So. The mom and dad, they're over it. They're not going to fight any longer. She doesn't want them to see their grandson. Okay. They'll move on. And when he gets old enough, 18, 19, whatever, he'll come to find them. And I pray that they are both alive when he comes to see his grandparents, because he's going to come. I really believe that wholeheartedly. He's going to come. He's going to see these documents. He's going to hear all of these things if he goes and do his due diligence and look it up and find out about his father. He's going to go to his grandparents. I really, really believe that. And I pray for that for them. But we have to pray for the family and friends. And pray for the baby boy, Cody. He deserves it. I mean, all these people, they deserve prayer. But whoever, whatever the truth is, and whoever did whatever, even if they don't receive justice through going to jail, it'll come. It will come. And I really believe that. I believe in karma and everything. But this is always the story. A girl is in the middle, and now one guy's gone and one guy's in prison. All these families ruined, and guess what? She with the next one. The next Tom, Dick, or Harry, and Jody, and Sport Coat, and whoever else, because it's a long list. And all these families ruined. And she still has room enough to be disrespectful to that man's mother after she lost her child that way. And then for her to have a grandchild that has her son's blood running through him, and you will play around with letting her see that baby, or play around with anything like that, would just be the first thing on my agenda. Anytime she wanted him, any darn time, it would be probably me like, Mama, come see the baby. I'm coming to see him for a little while. Just, if you want to, you keep him. Keep him for the weekend. Keep him for the week. Whatever, whenever you want. You want to put him in great schools. Like, why would you want to stop that? So just pray that she finds it in her heart and changes that. If not everything else, change letting his parents see him. See that grandbaby. They lost their son for real. And you were the last person. Oh, but like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'm in the grocery store now. So, the international market. So I'm on another almost 20 minute video. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. It's Ms.Moni Hart.